It's really a painting that was meant for the king and queen, yet now it's opened up to a greater world, right? And so we're allowed now to enter into a space that was very restricted once before. Right? Hi, my name is Patrick Hayofsky. I am Associate Professor of Art History and Chair of Latin American and Border Studies here at Southwestern University.
What do you think the importance of Las Meninas in the art world is?
Oh my gosh, that's such a big question. I love it. It's very important, and I just showed you. Can I pull this out? It actually appears on the cover of a very recent art bulletin journal, which actually stands as a testament to its importance. It's important because I think, as you're realizing in your class, it sparks controversy, it gets people thinking. It really is everything that is good art, right? It causes you to question and think over again and argue, right, for a good interpretation, right? And maybe not one of them is correct. Right, and that may be the point.
This painting is Las Meninas by Diego Velazquez. The painting's complex composition is an excellent example of how the painting Las Meninas has become such a great work of art, with speculation surrounding it. Starting on the left of the painting, we have Diego Velazquez himself. He seems to be in the middle of pondering a creative thought. He holds his painting tools in each of his hands and seems to be staring directly at the viewer. To the right of Velazquez, we have Maria Agustina Sarmiento, who is giving her princess, the Infanta Margarita Maria, a cup of water. The little girl receiving the red cup is the aforementioned Princess Margarita. To the right of the princess is Isabel de Velasco. Both Isabel and Maria Agustina are meninas, or handmaidens to the princess. Isabel is curtsying to what looks to be the viewer, but is actually the king and queen. In the back of the painting, above the Infanta Margarita, there is a lighter rectangle that is supposed to represent a mirror, which holds the reflection of King Philip IV and Queen Mariana of Austria. To the right of the mirror, in the doorway, is José de Niento, and to the right of him are the nun Marcela de Ulla and a guardadama, Diego Ruiz de Escona. At the bottom right of the painting are the two court dwarves, Mary Barbala and Nicolásito de Portusato. Nicolásito happens to be teasing and kicking the dog, who doesn't seem to be paying much attention. There is a very small sliver of light coming from the doorway in the back of the painting, where a man seems to be leaving. There is a larger-than-life-size canvas that Diego Velázquez appears to be working, but the viewer is not able to see what he is painting, which adds to the mysterious value of this artwork. One of the most important parts of the painting is the small square in the middle. This appears to be a mirror, since it is more lightly lit than the other frames on the back wall. This is where we will put our focus on during this documentary.
And the mirror shows one thing, right? But I think it's an allusion to another thing, right? So you're standing outside the canvas, right? You're actually standing face to face to a flat surface, much like a mirror is, right? But you're allowed to go into that space, unlike visually, right? Unlike you can really with a mirror that's going to shift around with, you know, your perspective, right? So the mirror is showing us who, right? I ask you.
The king and queen.
The king and queen, right?
So, can you tell us what you think this is and what you think it's reflecting?
Is this Las Meninas?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Velázquez, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. My art history brain tells me there's a lot of theories on this, but my gut, I don't know. Isn't this the king and queen in this mirror, reflecting off the painting that Velázquez has done?
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like the painting could be seen from so many different perspectives, but the reason that this painting is really interesting is that Velázquez is actually in the picture, and how I interpret the photo. I did a study on the photo in my junior design class in high school. Was that Velázquez was looking at the king and queen painting them, but from the king and queen's point of view, they were seeing their children playing. It's very powerful in the sense that Velázquez kind of takes the power in the painting, even though the king and queen are there, you only see them in the mirror. You only see their reflection.
Because you're standing in that position of being that which is reflected in the mirror, right? As a viewer, right? And you're not the king or queen, right? So there's the paradox right there. What is being reflected? Well, it's really a painting that was meant for the king and queen, yet now it's opened up to a greater world, right? And
So, what do you think is on the back wall of the painting?
I would definitely have to say that that's a painting.
Okay, of who?
I would assume that it would be relatives of the people in the forefront of the picture, and they're probably of like affluent origin because they're wearing pretty nice clothes.
Velazquez himself is painting you, right? So you can imagine it to be anything you want, and that's exactly Velazquez's intention, right? Is to get you to think of putting yourself there, right? Putting your place there.